3, 2,
Run X.
team.
This is for real. So off the back of this, mixing through to camera 5 with Gary's mic. I'm Phil Bigwood. I'm the executive producer of football at the BBC, which basically means I look after Match of the Day. Within BBC Sport, where I am, the producer directorial role are one person and one and the same. So camera 2 next. Basically, the producer will put the show to air and decide what it looks like, and the editor will decide on the content.
Yeah, he played sort of 10 games on and off last season now.
The main responsibilities are delivering the programme to air technically and what it looks like when it gets there, really. Lighting, we're just on the guest side. Does it look a little bit dull compared to presenter side?
Just sounds it.
Yeah. You know, deciding on camera shots. 1, 3 and 4 are the ones that don't look quite right to me. On a Saturday it's great because I've come in here, you know, you'll be sitting watching the games all afternoon. There then tends to be a quiet period when we do the scripting of a few hours, and then the show itself is always live. Everything's done electronically nowadays, so that everybody all around the building can see the same script. And so we then mark it up and print it off ready for the show.
Looks gorgeous.
Guy's a genius.
He had the stubble, he was tall.
I'm not quite sure what he does except sit at that desk and look at that computer for most of the day while we obviously do the hard work watching the football.
Top quality goals. Add to that incisive punditry from Hansen and Shearer.
For something like Match of the Day, it's really a coordinating role, so it's trying to bring all the various elements of the show together, whether it be cameras, videotape, lighting, graphics, the studio talent. Okay, thanks graphics, you can just reset and good evening sound, are you happy with the music for this? It's just trying to be the sort of the focal point for all of that when it comes to the live show, and I think it's really important. People need to know what they're doing, where they're going next. So thanks on the floor then guys, all clear then as I say for about 25 minutes. I think it's important to try and be, you know, on top of everything. Gary, I don't know whether you want to mention it in tonight, but you know you're all wearing the same shirts. Try and present sort of a confident manner. I take it we've got no alternative to. You know, you've got, I don't know how many people listening to your talk back and where you're saying they're expecting instructions from you. So be not long on the chat off the back of this. And then eventually Gary into Still to come and then 2 for the link. Thanks 2. So I think it's important that you give an air of confidence, you keep sort of calm. Fantastic, well done V2.
Very head there,
Very good.
proud.
You can imagine if you're starting to lose your temper, yelling, shouting, that's going to have an effect on everybody around you. So we get OS1 on the floor when you're ready, Tim. You know, it's live television, things do go wrong, so I think it's how you react to the problems. You know, and if you've got a good team of people around you, which, you know, on Match of the Day we have a fantastic team of people, you know, everybody knows their individual jobs, what you expect of them, and then all being well, it all comes together and everything goes seamlessly. Great, they've good. Very well played, everyone. And coming up through sort of school and things like that, if you told me I'd be the person directing Gary Lineker on Match of the Day, I would have laughed my head off.
Top of his field. That'll be 35 quid.
Exactly, yeah.